We welcome you to the Hill at Magnolia Heights on this blustery Monday afternoon in late December, where the Magnolia Heights Memorial Classic gets ready to tip off here in about 10 minutes or so. Full slate of basketball today, a full slate of basketball tomorrow, but taking center stage here in Senatobia, Mississippi is the boys game to tip things off at high noon against Center Hill, taking on Oxford. Hello, everybody. I am Brian Lentz, taking you through the first few games of this Memorial Classic. Glad to have you with us here on Chiefs TV. As these two teams have started off very differently this season. We have Oxford coming in with a record of 13-3 overall. Center Hill, meanwhile, has stumbled just a bit out of the starting gate. They are 3-12 on the season, and 0-3 is their start in Region 1 6A competition. We'll touch a little bit more on that here in just a few moments. First things first, we're going to take a brief break. We've gotten starters for one team, still waiting on starters for the other, so I'm going to run down and get those real quick, but we will keep it right here. Again, you're watching the Magnolia Heights Memorial Classic here on Chiefs TV. We'll be right back. And we welcome you back here to Senatobia, a.k.a. the five-star city, as Oxford and Center Hill get ready to do battle in the first of several games today, 6 to be exact, in the Magnolia Heights Memorial Classic. Let's run down the schedule for today. Following Center Hill and Oxford, at about 1:20 p.m., we'll have DeSoto Central taking on Greenville Christian in boys basketball action. At 2:40 p.m. At 2:40 p.m., we'll have a girls game between Pillow Academy and Memphis Homeschool. 4 o'clock, it'll be the Pillow Academy boys taking on Wheeler from over in Northeast Mississippi. That'll be a 4 p.m. tip-off. Boys taking on Wheeler from over in Northeast Mississippi. That'll be a 4 p.m. tip-off. At about 5:20 p.m., it'll be Magnolia Heights, the Lady Chiefs taking on West Union. And then at 6:40 p.m., capping things off for today, will be the boys basketball finale between Magnolia Heights and West Union. Of course, the Lady Chiefs, coached by Robin Chastain. The Magnolia Heights boys team, coached by Zach Sudduth. So an exciting slate of basketball here today. For now, the focus is on Oxford and Center Hill, as we mentioned. Center Hill competing in Region 1 6A of the MHSAA. Oxford in Region 2 7A of MHSAA competition. Let's get you the starters for both teams. We'll start with the team to our left, which is Oxford High School in the blue uniform set with yellow colors, or yellow jersey numbers, I should say, yellow accents on the jersey and shorts as well. They are coached by Drew Tyler in his 29th year as head coach. We'll have more about him throughout the broadcast, but here's who the Chargers will start with, and if you look at the stats, it's no mystery to see why these five are the starting unit for the Chiefs. They'll start off with a 6'2", 165-pound guard from, or I should say a senior there from Oxford. That is Max Shelton. He wears number 1. At the other guard, 5'11", 160, a junior, wearing number 3, Jacavion Majors. Another guard, 5'6", 130-pound, junior, number 4, Miles Bledsoe. A senior, 6'4", 157-pound forward, Jack Tatum. He wears number 5 for the Chargers. And rounding out the starting lineup is a 6 foot, 182-pound forward. Wearing number 11, he is a junior. His name is Corey Johnson. And these 5 players, as we'll talk about throughout the broadcast, they run the stats pretty much in pretty much every single category for Oxford High. Leading scorer is Miles Bledsoe, one of the guards. Number 4, he's averaging 22.2 points per game. You got Jack Tatum coming in a close second, one of the forwards on this roster, 13.8 points per game. Also 6 rebounds per game is what he's averaging. And then Majors, one of the guards, you'll see him wearing number 3, 10.4 points per game is what he's averaging this season. And then you got your, as I like to say, Swiss Army knife there in Max Shelton. He can do it all. 7.6 points per game, 6.5 rebounds per game. Also leads the team in assists and steals per game, 3.9 assists per game and 2.3 steals per game. That is the numbers for Mac Shelton. And don't forget about Corey Johnson with 8.8 points per game as well. So all 5 of these guys have been absolutely lethal for Oxford High this season. We'll talk a little bit more about them throughout the broadcast and a little bit more about Oxford, especially their traditions as they have lined up here on this roster sheet I was given. But let's flip the script over to Center Hill on your right. They will be wearing white uniforms today. They haven't revealed the jersey tops yet, but it'll be white and black will be their colors. Also, I'm sure hints of red in there as well. Center Hill will start like this. They'll have a freshman, number 1, Dorian Bagley. He's the team's 3rd leading scorer. You'll have a pair of juniors, number 3, Trey Connor, number 4, Christian Grissom. They are the leading scorers for Center Hill, 1 and 2 respectively. KJ Irby, a junior, will also draw the start, and a sophomore wearing number 20. That'll be Tyler Garvin. So you have 1 Bagley, 3 Connor, 4 Grissom, 5 Irby, and 20 Garvin as your starting lineups for Coach Julius Cosby and the Center Hill Mustangs. He's assisted today by William Burford. Flipping back to the other side for a minute, Oxford's head coach Drew Tyler. He's assisted by Tyler Reed, Tyler Kimmons, and B.J. Gordon. So that's a brief glance at what these two teams are going to bring to the table here in Game 1 of what should be an exciting Magnolia Heights Memorial Classic. Once again, I am Brian Lentz carrying you through today's broadcast, at least for the first few games. We'll be joined by Michael Gross at some point, play-by-play voice for Delta State, a little bit later today, and also your usual Magnolia Heights broadcast team for the later games as well. Got about, can't see the clock from here. Oh, you can see it on your screen. Okay, that's good. I've got about 3 minutes left to go before tip-off. So what we're going to do, we're going to take one last break. We'll come back.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Magnolia Heights Memorial Classic, our first game today. We'll announce the starting lineup first for Oxford High School. Your starters are number 1, Mac Shelton. Number 3, Davian Majors. Number 4, Miles Bledsoe. Number 5, Jack Tatum. And number 11, Corey Johnson. Starters now for Center Hill High School. Number 1, Dorian Bagley. Number 3, Trey Connor. Number 4, Christian Grissom. Number 5, KJ Irby. And number 20, Tyler Garvin.
Both starting lineups have been announced. As we mentioned, Oxford High is going to be in the blue uniforms with the, don't know if you would call that gold or yellow. Forgive me if I get it wrong, but you get the gist of their jersey numbers. Also, Center Hill is going to be in white uniforms with black accents, and it looks like silver numbers with the Hill written on the front. So, Center Hill playing at this Hill, Magnolia Heights. Both schools use the nickname The Hill, so a couple worlds colliding here with Center Hill and Magnolia Heights, and Center Hill and Oxford tipping things off in the Magnolia Heights Memorial Classic. And the tip is controlled by Oxford. It will be Bledsoe bringing it up the floor, heavily guarded. Now passes it off to Shelton. Three-pointer on the way from Oxford. It is good. And I'm doing a couple different jobs here at once, so y'all gotta bear with me if I get this wrong. Shot on the way from Center Hill, no good. Rebounded by Corey Johnson, who brings it up the floor quickly. He will put the layup up, no good. Rebounded by Oxford, a block shot taken back by the Chargers. Rebound pulled down by Center Hill. We're gonna have a foul called against Oxford High. For the record, I am producing and running the clock and the score, so multitasking here. There's Center Hill. Garvin with the layup, no good. Rebounded by Oxford. Intercepted at midcourt. Center Hill will bring it back up. And we're going to have a foul called here on Oxford. That was Dorian Bagley doing the dribble work there for the Mustangs before the whistle was blown. So 2 fouls already against Oxford. 3-0 is your score. Chargers on top. Center Hill trying to make a dent in that. Looks like we're going to have another foul potentially. So 3 quick fouls here by Oxford to start things off. Center Hill looking for a shot here. Garvin with it. Make a quick pass off to Grissom. Grissom, one of the leading scorers on this Center Hill team, passes it out to Trey Connor. Connor resetting things here for the Mustangs. Going up against Oxford. The layup is up and in for Center Hill. Mustangs on the board. Oxford going quickly down the floor on a fast break layup is good. Once again, here I am putting the score in for the wrong dadgum team. There we go. I think we got it all worked out now. Sorry about that. 5-3, Oxford on top. Chargers with the ball. And we're going to have a foul on the other end of the floor. Foul's going to be against Garvin for Center Hill. Team's first foul. Garvin's first foul on the line is Corey Johnson. First free throw, no good. I think our clocks may be slightly off of one another. We'll try to get that synced up here a little later in this quarter. Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Center Hill. That was Grissom with the rebound. Grissom with the ball now. Being guarded by Bledsoe. Garvin with it now. Passes it inside. Couple shot attempts by Grissom, no good as he was double teamed under the basket. Rebound taken by Bledsoe. He'll bring it up the floor for Oxford. Bledsoe being heavily pressured by Bagley. Looks like it'll be a turnover. Going to run the clock here, see if we can catch it up with the one that's in the bottom left. So Center Hill now with the ball. 5-3. Close game here early on as expected. Nearly taken away there by Shelton. Recovered by Center Hill. Bagley passing it out to Garvin. Now Garvin. Deep pass that's going to go across midcourt and out of bounds. He was trying to find Trey Connor, and that will spark a timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Try to reset ourselves. As I mentioned, 5-3 your score. Oxford on top. About 5:20 left to go. Let's get that clock back in sync. There we go. Of course, as you can see at the bottom, all of the sponsors for Magnolia Heights Athletics as well as this tournament. Appreciate all of them for their support. El Charo. Boy, I could go for some El Charo right now, I'm not going to lie. Caldwell Insurance, Amanda Lawson Insurance, and many others. We thank you again for your support of Magnolia Heights basketball as well as the Magnolia Heights Memorial Classic. Bledsoe with it. Now three-pointer on the way from Jack Tatum. He gets that one to go. 8-3 now. Oxford on top. Center Hill bringing it up the floor. Slowing it down at midcourt. Connor gets it out to Irby. Now Irby back to Connor. Connor finding Grissom. Grissom looking for a shot opportunity here. Three-pointer on the way, and he gets it to sink in there for the Mustangs. 8-6, back to a two-point game. Center Hill getting ready to check in a sub. Bledsoe with a floater, no good. Rebounded by Center Hill. It's Bagley bringing it up the floor. He'll take it to the rack, has it blocked. And checking into the game for Center Hill will be number 2, Colin Pruitt. He is a junior. He will relieve Tyler Garvin, the sophomore. Garvin will head to the bench, get some instruction from Coach Cosby. Center Hill triple teamed under the basket. It'll stay with the Mustangs. It'll be Trey Connor inbounding it. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebounded by Oxford. Majors with the rebound. Taken away by Center Hill on the other end of the floor. Another deep pass from the Chargers across the court. Finds the Mustangs possession instead. Three-pointer on the way from Grissom. No good. It'll be Oxford basketball. Good competitive game here early on as Shelton being double-teamed gets it off to a wide-open Hayden Cosby. Now the layup from Byron Gibson, I should say, is good. 10-6 now your score, Oxford on top. Three-pointer on the way from Grissom, no good. Rebounded by Majors. Oxford rapidly bringing it up the floor. Majors is going to take it to the rack himself. He will get it to go. And suddenly it's a 6-point lead, largest of the game for either team. Here's Center Hill looking for a response. Taken away on a low pass there. Hayden Cosby bringing it up the floor. He'll find, or excuse me, not Hayden Cosby. I got the wrong roster. Niles Lovelady. And Oxford with another basket. I was reading off the wrong jersey numbers for Oxford's reserves. Apologies for that. was reading off Center Hill's rosters instead. Ball batted around. Who's going to come up with the possession here? Center Hill somehow keeps it. Grissom trying to make something happen. Third rebound, this time a foul finally called. Oxford High, that'll be their fourth foul. So that was Niles Lovelady and Corey Johnson for Oxford on that sequence a few minutes ago, not Hayden Cosby and Byron Gibson as I had mentioned. Again, I got my rosters crossed up. Apologies, parents, those of you watching. At the charity stripe, it is Grissom. And his first free throw will hit the front of the rim, no good. Oxford's going to bring in a couple subs. Tatum will head to the bench. Nope, actually, they're going to bring Corey Johnson to the bench. D'Angelo Hankins in the game now for the Chargers as Grissom looks to at least go 50-50 on this free throw opportunity. And he misses that one, rebounded by Tatum. Oxford quickly trying to make something happen on that end of the floor. Shelton. Shelton with it, being guarded. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebounded by, it's going to be Center Hill on the dead ball. Checking into the game now, J.J. Hervey for Oxford. I didn't see the substitution for Center Hill. Shaking off the rust a little bit in this first corner, this broadcaster here. I'm better when I'm not multitasking, I promise. Good move there by Center Hill, but taken away by Oxford. Now the ball hot potatoed around a little bit, taken away again by Center Hill. And on the fast break, Colin Pruitt puts it in for the Mustangs. 14-8 now your score, and Oxford quickly responds on the other end of the floor. 16-8. I didn't see which number that was. I think it was Jack Tatum. I'm not 100% certain. Either way, good fast break opportunity there for Oxford. Center Hill, what looked like a good block initially by J.J. Hervey is going to wind up being a foul instead. That'll put the Mustangs on the line. Trey Connor, one of the team's leading scorers, will head to the charity stripe, trying to put a few more points on the board for the Mustangs. First free throw is good. Checking into the game for Center Hill is Martez Richmond, a junior. He will relieve K.J. Irby. Second free throw is good as well. 16-10 your score. Oxford being pressured a little bit more now. Taken away by Center Hill. Here come the Mustangs. Three-point opportunity on the way. No good. Rebounded by the Chargers. Now's Lovelady bringing it up the floor. Finds Hankins. Hankins playing keep away here, trying to find an open look. Majors dumps it off to Tatum. Tatum hit the floor after he fired off the three. No whistle. Center Hill bringing it up the court now. Fast break layup. Good for the Mustangs. That was Colin Pruitt. 18-10 now your score. Although it's a timeout called by Oxford. Did I get the score wrong? It shows 16-11 on the scoreboard in here. And with as much as I'm multitasking, there is no telling if I got that wrong or right. So I'm fixing to maybe check with the table downstairs. Maybe I put a point where there shouldn't have been a point. Y'all were probably paying more attention at home than I was. Sounds bad for a broadcaster to up and admit, but takes a lot to make this happen here. We'll go ahead and adjust that score. Like I said, shaking off the rust here. We'll get it straightened out before this game's all over, I promise. Oxford bringing it up the floor now. Still don't know where I got behind on the score, but either way, it all works out. Chargers trying to get final shot opportunity off here. They're leading this one 16-11. Lovelady with it. Finds Hervey. Now it goes back to Majors. Majors going to draw the foul there. Oxford trying to make something happen here, taken away by Center Hill. Mustang's going to go quickly. Count the basket for Center Hill, and they draw the foul. With 0.5 seconds left on the clock. The Mustangs get that free throw to fall. 16-14 as we will close out the first quarter here in back with you in Senatobia. 16-14, the Chargers on top of the Mustangs as we get ready for the second quarter to begin here. Oxford 13-3 on the season. They started the year 12-0, lost 3 of their last 4, but had some pretty stiff out-of-state competition. They opened the season with a 102-82 victory against Coffeyville, and last year they went 18-13 on the year. Meanwhile, Center Hill 3-12 overall. They started the year 0-7, but picked up their first win on November the 24th, 44-41 victory against Power Center Academy. They've also gotten wins against Hernando and South Haven, and they've lost 10 games by less than 10 points, including their first 6 games of the season. That's something Clint Black would call a good run of bad luck there in the first 6 games. But Center Hill has definitely played close, even in their losses. So this team is definitely better than what the record would indicate. Looks like we may be having a clock issue. It's not me this time. For those of you who bared with me in that first quarter, shaking off the rust, as I mentioned. Got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 3 more games after this to get in the rhythm. Hopefully it'll happen sooner than that, though. Both of these teams have certainly found their rhythm, though, as we start the second quarter. Oxford got out to the big lead. Center Hill made some plays and came back late in that first quarter. Speaking of plays, here's a three-pointer on the way, and drawing the foul is Jack Tatum. Now, Oxford got themselves in foul trouble early on in the first quarter. But getting the first one of this period is Trey Connor for Center Hill. That'll put Tatum on the line, 6'4" senior, 157-pound forward. Misses the first. Misses the second as well. See if third time will be the charm here for Jack Tatum. And he misses that one as well, and the rebound will go to Byron Gibson for Center Hill. Pruitt with it, passes it down. Bagley trying to get the basket, and he gets that to go in, and we are tied at 16 apiece. And Tatum has it blocked at the rim on the other end. Center Hill looking to take their first lead. Mustangs trying to bring it up the floor. Layup, no good, rebounded by the Chargers. And going fast on the other end was Miles Bledsoe. That'll keep the Chargers ahead, at least for the interim. 18-16 your score, off and running here in the second quarter, taken away by Tatum. Here's Bledsoe again with an opportunity, and he gets that one to fall. So just like that, the momentum quickly shifting back in the favor of the Chargers. 20-16 your score. Underneath the basket there is Richmond. Passes it off, three-pointer on the way from Bagley, no good. Rebounded by Bledsoe. Majors with it. Three-pointer on the way from Bledsoe. Deep three, I might add, and he gets that one to fall, and suddenly Oxford now on a 7-0 run since a 16-16 tie. Center Hill trying to swing the pendulum back in their favor just a little bit. Ball nearly taken away inside. Instead, it's found. Shot attempt no good. Center Hill gets their own rebound. That's Bagley putting it up and in for the Mustangs to break the scoring drought. 23-18, Oxford on top. Shelton spins around, takes it inside, has it. I think he was trying to go for a layup, and it bounced off a Center Hill player. They get the rebound anyway. On the other end of the floor, no good. Richmond again puts it in for the Mustangs. And suddenly Center Hill now back within three. 23-20. Again, the Mustangs playing a little more aggressively since the start of this game. Bledsoe. Another downtown three for Oxford. 26-20, Miles Bledsoe back-to-back deep three-pointers. Keeping the Chargers offense rolling here in this second quarter. Shot up by Pruitt, no good, rebounded by Johnson. Deep pass, other end of the floor, there's Tatum with a quick layup. He gets it to fall. 28-20 now, and a timeout called by Coach Julius Cosby and the Center Hill Mustangs.
But like I said, myself a win should be up.
Okay, good deal. Center Hill looking to regroup a little bit after Oxford has pulled away ever so slightly. Of course, still a long way to go in this game, 28-20. But thanks partially to the efforts of Miles Bledsoe, Oxford's leading scorer, 22.2 points per game this season. Chargers are up by 8 as Center Hill will bring it up the other end of the floor. Colin Pruitt with it. Passes it off to Trey Connor. Connor working against Majors. Passes it inside to Irby, and Irby gets the layup to go. 2 points out of the timeout there for the Mustangs. Here comes Bledsoe and the Chargers looking to respond. Johnson with it. Johnson back to Bledsoe. Bledsoe. Saved by Majors, nearly had it taken away. He tries to go for the layup, no good. Center Hill initially with the rebound, taken away by Niles Lovelady. Bledsoe pulls up for another three. This time it's no good, rebounded by Garvin. Center Hill looking to make something happen here. We're going to have a foul called as Dorian Bagley was trying to drive inside. Foul called on the Chargers, one apiece in this quarter. They got Miles Bledsoe for that foul. Center Hill will inbound. Shot no good. Rebounded by Oxford. Majors pulls up in the paint. Saved by Johnson, but Center Hill's going to come away with it. Bagley taking it inside. Rebounded by Lovelady. Tatum with it now for the Chargers. Gets it out to Majors. Oxford will slow it down just a little bit. Lovelady to Tatum. Inside to Corey Johnson, who puts it in for the Chargers. 30-22 is your score. Irby gets it to Pruitt. Now back to Irby for Center Hill. And we're going to have that happen below my vantage point. Let me look at the replay here. Looks like it's going to be a foul by Center Hill as Oxford took it away. 3:01 left to go and counting in this first half. Now, for fans who haven't been here, everything that happens on the other end of the floor on one of the edges is beneath my scale of view, so you can probably see it at home if I don't. As Bledsoe puts another basket in there for Oxford. Now it's a 10-point lead for the Chargers, their largest of the game. Previously had an 8-point lead earlier in the second quarter. Irby to Grissom. Grissom to Connor. Now Connor back to Grissom. Grissom trying to make something happen inside. Deflected and taken away by Oxford. There's Bledsoe. Now to Lovelady. Lovelady's going to pull up for a three. No good, off the rim. Rebounded by Center Hill. We're going to have a defensive foul against Oxford. This is going to go against Jack Tatum. That'll be Tatum's second of the game. Center Hill slowly bring it up the floor. Colin Pruitt, or excuse me, that's actually Trey Connor, working against Majors, and now we're going to have a foul presumably on Majors. So it'll be the third foul of this quarter now for Oxford. Majors' second foul of the game. Center Hill will reset. Gibson now gives it off to Pruitt. Irby with it. Looking for Garvin. Irby works inside. Basket no good. He gets his own rebound. Taken away for a moment. Garvin tries to put up a shot. No good. Oxford with the rebound. There's Majors racing up the floor. Brings it out to Bledsoe. Three-pointer on the way from Bledsoe. No good. Rebounded by Tatum. Oxford will try again for a three-pointer here. Bledsoe, once again, no good. Tatum initially had the rebound. It'll go off of Center Hill, and we may also have a foul as well. And we do a foul against the Mustangs. That'll be their third. It'll go against Trey Connor. Second foul of the game for Connor, and a timeout on the floor with 1:24 left to go. Oxford 32. Center Hill 22. Good first half by both of these teams, although Oxford has pulled away as of late. But give credit to Center Hill, battling well against this Oxford squad that, as I mentioned, 13-3 on the season. Drew Tyler, by the way, in his 29th year as head coach for Oxford High, his overall record 646 wins, 258 losses. Coach Tyler got his 500th career victory a few years back. Actually, several years back, I should say. But his first win came on November 4th, 1997. That was against Coffeyville, an 86-45 victory. And Oxford has reaped the benefits ever since as Center Hill takes it away. Going inside for that shot. Rebounded by Irby. Three-pointer put up by Grissom. Makes it 32-25 now. Bledsoe trying to respond on the other end. Grissom with the rebound. Christian Grissom having himself a good game so far for Center Hill. He puts up another shot, gets this one to fall. And just like that, Center Hill closing in a little bit as the first half ticks under a minute. Majors slowly bringing it up the floor, just past the midcourt line. Being guarded closely by Grissom. Majors dumps it off in the corner to Tatum. Tatum with a three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Irby. Here comes Grissom and the Mustangs yet again. Connor moving around with it. Garvin's going to try for a three. He'll get it to fall. And suddenly Center Hill back within two. Oxford presumably going to hold for the last shot. Good things to see if you're Coach Cosby and the Mustangs going into the break. They closed the first quarter strong as well. Majors will take it to the rack, though. And Center Hill will not try for a basket. And they will go to the locker room down by 4. Oxford with a 34-30 lead against the Mustangs of Center Hill. We'll take ourselves a little ad break, pay some bills, as we call it in the business.
5 Star Equipment and Auction is the fastest growing full-time, full-service auction and equipment dealer in the Southeast. In business since 1988, 5 Star prides itself on getting you top dollar for your used equipment. With a permanent auction lot, we have the space and facility you need for heavy loading and storage. Lifts and loading docks are ready to maximize efficiency. 5 Star Equipment and Auction has what you need between quarterly auctions, retailing dozers, skid steers, excavators, tractors, and more daily. With experience in heavy machinery, 5 Star can handle the logistics of getting equipment hauled safely and quickly. Whether you're in the market to replace or upgrade or interested in sellouts and liquidations, 5 Star has the experience and expertise to getting you top dollar.
Meet Jimmy Mundane. Jimmy wears the same outfit every day. Jimmy eats the same brown-bagged lunch every day. Jimmy does the same thing every single day. Introducing Fuel Rewards. Save at least 10 cents a gallon when redeeming. Bank First Perks, designed to help Jimmy live a little.
For nearly 40 years, TDL Contractors has proven one thing: there's no substitute for quality. For new builds to renovations, they've got you covered. Call 662-893-3000 or visit tdlcontractors.com.
Southern Pipe and Supply is Mississippi's home renovation destination, providing top-of-the-line plumbing and HVAC products. Our showrooms provide high-quality appliances and fixtures to make your next home build or renovation process easy and affordable. Stop by one of our locations and ask about how we can make your dream home a reality.
TDL Contractors Incorporated has been building on a foundation of quality and trust. With nearly 40 years in business, TDL specializes in commercial, industrial, healthcare, educational, and agricultural projects, whether it's new construction or renovations. Backed by unlimited license in Mississippi, Tennessee, and Arkansas, TDL Contractors delivers with the promise that there's no substitute for quality. Call Benjamin Hamilton today at 662-893-3000 or visit tdlcontractors.com. That's TDL Contractors, where quality is always the standard.
Zaxby's is located at 302 East Main Street in Senatobia. For some of the best fried chicken wings, sandwiches, and salads, make sure you visit Zaxby's. Need tailgating platters? Call us at 662-301-8538.
At Mississippi Land Bank, we know every farming operation or agribusiness is different. From cattle to cotton, tractors to timber, feed to fertilizer. That's why when David Gibson was ready to expand his operation, he came to us. For more than 100 years, we've helped farmers like David purchase land, finance the equipment, and grow their business. We understood David's needs because we understand North Mississippi. Mississippi Land Bank. This is your place.
To celebrate State Farm's surprisingly great rates, we gave this song surprisingly great lyrics.
I love that rate on my new ride. State Farm with Biff and the stars align.
Ricky Price State Farm Agency has been helping people in North Mississippi since 1976 meet their insurance and financial needs. They have been a proud supporter of Magnolia Heights Athletics for 45 years. Call Ricky Price for a quote at 662-562-5623.
We understand how important it is to have transportation you can rely on. So no matter what the road ahead brings, we'll be there, offering you and your family the support that's made Farm Bureau Insurance a trusted name for over 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
When planning your next convenience store restock or special event extravaganza, remember that Big Penguin Ice Senatobia Ice LLC is your go-to source for all things ice. We are more than ready to take care of your cooling needs. Our services include top-of-the-line refrigerated truck and trailer rentals, as well as merchandiser rentals to help you display your products in style. We offer both 7-pound and 20-pound bags, perfect for filling coolers or satisfying your customer demand. Give us a call at your convenience or drop us a message on Facebook. We're excited to chat and eager for the chance to be your trusted ice company. Let's keep it chill together.
At Mississippi Land Bank, we know every farming operation or agribusiness is different. From cattle to cotton, tractors to timber, feed to fertilizer. That's why when David Gibson was ready to expand his operation, he came to us. For more than 100 years, we've helped farmers like David purchase land, finance the equipment, and grow their business. We understood David's needs because we understand North Mississippi. Mississippi Land Bank, this is your place. At Mississippi Land Bank, we know every farming operation or agribusiness is different. From cattle to cotton, tractors to timber, feed to fertilizer. That's why when David Gibson was ready to expand his operation, he came to us. For more than 100 years, we've helped farmers like David purchase land, finance the equipment, and grow their business. We understood David's needs because we understand North Mississippi. Mississippi Land Bank, this is your place.
No matter what's around the corner, we'll be there. That's why Farm Bureau Insurance has been a trusted name for over 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
There are two types of people in this world. Those who got the sauce and those who need a little help finding it. Now you're probably thinking, how do I get this sauce? Well, see, I got my sauce. You got your sauce. Maybe it's sweet, maybe it's spicy. Maybe it's 12 different flavors all tossed together. But you know it when you see it. So the question is, who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Zaxby's got the sauce.
I don't think he was talking to you.
Oh. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Under the basket, layup to fall, rebounded by the Mustangs. Bagley had 2 attempts there. Couldn't corral either one of them. Looks like will stay with Center Hill. Bledsoe was Oxford's leading scorer, and he takes this one away promptly. And he'll get this one to fall on the other end just like that. 2:34 now. Oxford once again off and running to start this third quarter. Trey Connor had it, and timeout's going to be called by Coach Cosby. We'll leave it here since we didn't get to Oxford's first half numbers. Miles Bledsoe, as I mentioned, the team's leading scorer. He came away with 12 points in that first half. Jack Tatum also with 12, so Tatum and Bledsoe combined for 24 points together. Corey Johnson had 6. He also had 2 from Majors as well. So Oxford, I think it was 4 points from Majors. So once again, Bledsoe and Tatum, that combination, leading Oxford in the first half. No surprise there. As I mentioned, Bledsoe, the team's leading scorer. Tatum right there a close second with 13.8 points per game coming into today's matchup. Center Hill will have the ball inbounding at midcourt. And Garvin will dump it back off to Trey Connor. Center Hill will reset here, down 42-34. And a quick turnover by the Mustangs will give it back to Oxford. And the Chargers will put it in the hands of Max Shelton to bring it up the floor. Quick whistle and a foul. This one may be going against Grissom too, and if that's the case, that may be his, will be his third or his, no, just his first, okay. I don't know why I thought he had more than that. Now another foul. This one will go against Center Hill as well. Dorian Bagley, his second. Oxford will have the possession. Bledsoe. Johnson hits the floor. Center Hill nearly took it away again. Bledsoe just moving all around, zipping down the court, and he will get the basket to fall. Couple chances by Center Hill to get the basketball back, and instead Bledsoe just inched it further down the floor and was able to come up with 2 points for the Chargers. Garvin now inside to Irby. Irby will put it up and in for Center Hill. 44-36 is your score. Center Hill trying to hang around. They've had some strong ends to the first and second quarters in this game, but they haven't been able to take the lead yet, despite having a tie earlier. Steal now by Center Hill, and that will be Trey Connor taking it to the rack on the fast break. 44-38. Shelton Working against Garvin. He'll get around Tyler Garvin, taking it to the basket inside. It was rebounded by Oxford and put back in by Majors. 46-38 is your score. Bledsoe trying to get a takeaway from Bagley. Bagley keeps it. Now outside to Garvin. Garvin's three-pointer no good. Rebounded by Tatum. And Bledsoe's going to race it up the floor for the Chargers. Was looking for Tatum on a cross-court pass, and instead it'll go out of bounds. It'll be Center Hill's basketball. Trey Connor calling the shots as he gets it across midcourt. And he'll be bumped, and a foul is going to go against Majors. It'll be Oxford's second foul, or first foul, I should say, of the third quarter. That's the third foul on Majors. Center Hill will reset and do it again. Trey Connor with it. Dorian Bagley. Three-pointer now on the way from Center Hill. No good. Oxford with the rebound. That was Connor taking the shot. Majors out to Bledsoe. Now back to Majors as he's working against Trey Connor. Out to Shelton. Johnson with a pass. Has it stolen by Center Hill. Connor on the fast break on the other end. Gets the 2 points to go, 46-40. Like I said, Center Hill's still hanging around. And we're going to get a travel called against Majors. Majors with a look of surprise there as Center Hill will get it back. Connor, one of two leading scorers for the Mustangs in the first half. One of two on the season, I might add. Nearly taken away, and we're going to have a foul. A lot of contact there from Johnson. I think Johnson may have tripped over his own 2 feet trying to defend that. So Corey Johnson gets whistled for his first foul. Second of the quarter by Oxford. Grissom trading it to Connor. Trey Connor bringing it up the floor as Oxford chants defense. Irby looking for an open teammate, working against Tatum. He'll take it inside. Layup underneath the basket, good for Center Hill. Believe that was Connor that got that basketball. Oxford trying to rebound. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebounded by Corey Johnson. 3 men under the basket, and foul will be called against the Chargers. Foul's going to go against Tatum. Or no, they put it on the scoreboard as Bledsoe. I thought Mike Rowan held up 5 instead of 4, but it'll be against. Oh, I'm sorry, it'll go against Center Hill. There I am calling out the wrong rosters again. It's Center Hill on the foul. Grissom will take a seat. Oxford got the first free throw to fall. It's Johnson at the line. Gets the second one to go as well, 48-42. So it was Grissom for Center Hill was whistled for the foul. I was looking at the wrong roster again. I'm sure there may be a parent or two at home face palming at the moment, calling out the wrong name. Sorry about that. Like I said, shaking off the rust. As are both of these teams from a holiday break. Bagley gets it to Pruitt as Center Hill looking for a response here. Inside to Garvin. Garvin dumps it off to Xavier Walton. Goes out of bounds, but off of the Chargers, so it'll remain with Center Hill. 1:56 left to go. Three-pointer on the way from Pruitt, and Pruitt gets this one to fall. 48-45. Once again, Center Hill within 3. They've played well in the latter stretch of each quarter. And Oxford responds. D'Angelo Hankins with a three-pointer on the other end. 51-45 now. Garvin trying to get a inside look to fall. He does draw the foul. So this will go against Oxford's number 4, which is Miles Bledsoe. His second foul. That'll put Garvin at the line. First free throw on the way is no good by Tyler Garvin. Bledsoe will check out for the moment. Oxford will put in, I thought Majors was already in the game, but I guess not. Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Walton, and Walton will draw the foul against Oxford. Good heads-up defense there by Xavier Walton, the freshman. He was geared up to get that rebound if needed, and as a result, Center Hill will get a second chance at the line. Trailing 51-45. Walton makes the first. See what the freshman can do here with his second free throw attempt. Gets that one to fall as well. 51-47. Shelton now out to his teammate Hankins. Shelton with it again. Now to Tatum. Tatum working against Garvin. Gets it to Majors. Majors now to Lovelady. Got Shelton looking for something. Hankins is going to pull up for a three. No good. Air ball rebounded by Walton. Here come the Mustangs. Pruitt with it now. Walton driving inside, double teamed. He tries to get it out to a teammate. Stolen by Lovelady. Oxford going fast down the other end. And Majors puts it in for the Chargers. 53-47 now, Oxford on top. Center Hill working quickly. Layup on the other end, no good. Rebounded by Tatum and the Chargers. Shelton with it now, working against Bagley. Bagley trying to draw the foul. Shelton brings it inside, but Tatum can't control it. It'll go out of bounds into Center Hill. So 21 seconds left. Trey Connor working against Hankins. Bagley to Walton. Walton will drive inside. The freshman will draw the foul. Let's see who they called it on. That's 4 fouls on Jack Tatum for Oxford. And boy, that would be a big blow if he were to foul out early in the fourth. Close ball game here. Oxford's been on top the whole way. Center Hill has threatened several times, though. Have even tied the game at least once. As Walton's first free throw rattles out, no good. Walton will take a deep breath, step back to the line. See if he can get the second one to fall. No good. Rebound by Oxford, and the heave will end the quarter. So Center Hill still hanging around, trailing 53-47. Oxford has been in the lead the whole game. As I mentioned, Center Hill has come close several times, though, and no doubt about it, they will try to do that again over the final 8 minutes of this game. Again, we'd like to remind you that the next game here on Chiefs TV will occur at scheduled for 1:20 p.m. May go slightly later than that. It'll be the boys of Greenville Christian School taking on DeSoto Central. We'll have all that action here for you as well. That'll be followed at 2:40 p.m. by Pillow Academy Girls against Memphis Homeschool. And then at 4 o'clock, it'll be the boys team of Pillow Academy taking on Wheeler. And that'll be followed by Magnolia Heights, a double dose of Chiefs basketball to end day one. It'll be the Lady Chiefs of Magnolia Heights taking on West Union at 5:20. 6:40 p.m., it'll be the boys basketball team, coached by Zach Suddeth, taking on West Union as well. Senatobia Dental Care, Zaxby's, Tate County Farm Bureau, B&M Mini Storage, just many of our sponsors here of Magnolia Heights Athletics, as well as the Magnolia Heights Memorial Classic. As Oxford will start the fourth quarter with the basketball. Hankins out to Shelton. Johnson looking for Hankins. Hankins with a floater. He gets that one to fall. Hankins has been explosive off the bench so far in this second half for the Chargers. So has Walton on the other end for Center Hill. That basket no good by the freshman. It'll be rebounded by Johnson. Jacavian Majors, the junior, working for Oxford. Double teamed in the corner. I believe Coach got the timeout off for Oxford. Full timeout will be the call, so we'll take a .7:18 left to go here in regulation between these two teams, Oxford and Center Hill. Shelton will inbound it. Johnson with a quick basket underneath. 57-47, Oxford back up by 10. Dorian Bagley, one of three leading scorers for Center Hill, working against Majors, will drive inside for the basket, but it's going to be an offensive foul instead against Bagley. Bagley pleading his case. Coach Cosby also pleading his case. So the foul will stand against Bagley. Grissom and Irby will come in. Garvin and Walton will come out. Coach Julius Cosby still asking for an explanation. Third foul, by the way, against Bagley. So Oxford will respond off of that. Hankins across the court to Johnson. Now Johnson to Shelton. Shelton has it blocked and taken away by Christian Grissom. Grissom will bring it up the floor. He'll dump it off to Bagley at midcourt. Center Hill will look for a redo after that offensive foul. Grissom thought about the three. Gets it out to Bagley. Bagley will drive inside. Now he'll dump it off to Grissom in the corner for a three. No good. Rebounded by Johnson and the Chargers. Oxford's going to go fast here. Majors gets it to Hankins. Hankins going to pull up for a three. No good. Rebounded by Majors. Chargers keep it. Majors working inside. Draws the foul on the shot attempt in the paint. It'll go against Colin Pruitt. So for Center Hill, that'll be the second foul against Pruitt, second foul of the fourth quarter, and that'll put Majors at the line. 10-point ball game. Chargers on top. First free throw kind of hung up there in front of the rim and hits off the front, no good. Byron Gibson, the senior, checking in for Center Hill. Pruitt will go to the bench. Second free throw by Majors. This one, he gets the fall, and it's a 58-47 advantage for Oxford. Three-pointer on the way from Bagley. Hits the corner of the rim, no good. Rebounded, I should say, by Lovelady. Majors working near the midcourt line for Oxford. Gets it to Hankins. Now Shelton with it. Hankins back to Shelton. Shelton working against Irby. Gets it off to Hankins now. Hankins working against Byron Gibson of Center Hill. Johnson in the corner. Dumps it back off to Shelton. So Max Shelton now will drive it inside, dump it off to Lovelady, who dumps it off to Majors for a three, and that rattles around and in for Oxford. 61-47, largest lead of the game for the Chargers. Gibson in the corner to Grissom. Grissom thought about the three. Instead, he passes it off. Gibson working inside for Center Hill. He's going to draw the foul. They'll hit Niles Lovelady, the senior, with the foul. 5'11", 160-pound forward. His first foul of the contest. Grissom with the three off the corner of the rim. Center Hill tried to save it there at the inbound line, and instead it'll go to Oxford. Good effort by the Mustangs, but I think the foot was on the line, and just like that, inbounds pass is stolen away by Bagley. His layup, no good. Rebounded by Shelton. And hitting the three-pointer and the foul. Majors draws the and one. I thought his foot might have been on the line. Let's see if they call that a three, and they do. That makes it 64-47. With potentially another point coming. I was going to say the old-fashioned three-point play, but that's only if you don't make the three-pointer. Either way, 4-point play coming up here, potentially for the Chargers. And Majors gets it to fall. 65-47. Oxford pulling away now. Jump shot on the way by Connor. No good. Rebounded by the Chargers, specifically Corey Johnson. Max Shelton gets it to Hankins near the midcourt line. D'Angelo Hankins now off to Shelton. Shelton working against Grissom. Hankins with it now, being double-teamed by Connor and Grissom. Nearly had it taken away. He recovers it, drives in for a layup. He'll miss the basket but draw the foul against Center Hill. It'll go against Trey Connor. That'll be the fourth foul against Connor in this contest, and that'll put D'Angelo Hankins, 5'7", 130-pound guard, on the line. First free throw on the way from Hankins is good. Tatum will check back in with his 4 fouls. Johnson will head to the bench. Looks like Lovelady's on the bench as well, so I mean somebody else came in for Oxford that I missed. I guess Bledsoe. No good. Tatum gets the rebound. Oxford will do it again. Bledsoe tries for three. Was pressured by Connor. Oxford's going to take their time a little bit here with a sizable lead. 66-47 is your score. Under 4 minutes to go in regulation. Hankins just dribbling it around at this point, burning some clock. Gets it to Majors. Majors to Bledsoe. Now Bledsoe back to Hankins. Hankins inside to Shelton. Shelton dumps it off to Majors. Now back out to Tatum. Again, Oxford just burning clock here, forcing Center Hill to either foul or try to get a steal. Oxford content with burning some clock. Tatum with it inside, batted around, finally taken away by the Mustangs. Going up the floor and drawing the foul is Christian Grissom. Looks like they're going to whistle Shelton with the foul, and they do. Third foul on Max Shelton. That'll put Grissom at the line. 66-47, Center Hill trailing in this contest. Grissom's first free throw off the front of the rim, no good. And give credit to Center Hill, as I mentioned earlier. Their record says 3-12, but they're a lot better team than that. They've lost 10 games by less than 10 points this season. And although this deficit is a little bit more than that, as the second free throw is no good and rebounded by Oxford, this is definitely a team that can still make some noise in 2026 for sure. Meanwhile, making some noise there is Majors. That'll be another basket for Oxford, 68-47 now. Grissom working against Hankins. Nearly had it taken away by Bledsoe. Three-pointer on the way by Connor, no good. Rebounded by Oxford. Here comes the Chargers rapidly up the floor. Bledsoe with a quick layup. He'll get that one to fall. 70-47. Oxford has turned on the Jets here in the fourth quarter to pull away in this one. Irby working inside, no good. Tried to get his own rebound. Hankins comes up with it instead, and here comes Oxford yet again. Hankins at the free throw line. Rattles off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Center Hill. Quickly up the floor goes Grissom, and Grissom gets the layup to fall on the fast break, 70-49. Shelton to Majors. Not really sure what that was. Deflected by Center Hill and taken away by the Mustangs. That ball got some airtime, that's for sure. Foul's going to be called against Oxford. Fourth foul by Max Shelton. That'll put Connor at the line. It's a minute and a half left to go. Somehow the one in the top left says 125. We'll get that synced back up here in a moment. As Center Hill hits the 50-point mark, they will empty the bench. We'll see Kelvin Hall for the first time. We'll see Hayden Cosby for the first time, even though I mistakenly called his name out earlier in the first quarter. We'll also see Bryce Mitchell. Walton back in there as well. Going to have another sub after this free throw, which is no good. They'll get the last sub into the game, which is Martez Richmond. Oxford emptied their bench as well. Shot attempt, no good. Recovered by Jaden Pettis. He puts up a basket, no good. Rebounded by Walton and the Mustangs. Center Hill trying to close things out here with some momentum. That was Hayden Cosby, who gets his own rebound after the block. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebounded by Center Hill, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul. Looks like this will go against Oxford. It'll be Jaden Pettis, the sophomore, 6'3", 200-pound forward, that gets whistled for the foul. Cosby with it. Hayden Cosby looking for a shot. Nearly had it taken away by Oxford. Recovered by Richmond. Oxford still pressuring here. Three-pointer on the way by Cosby, no good. Oxford will get it off the dead ball. It'll be KJ Dukes inbounding it. Oxford also has a number 30 on the floor that's not on their roster. That was given to us, so I don't know who that is. But the Chargers are going to move to 14-3 on the season. Center Hill's going to fall to 3-13. As Pettis driving inside. Now we'll get it off to the outside here. Again, Oxford just burning clock. They're going to dribble this one out. And that will do it. Your final score in Game 1 of the Magnolia Heights Memorial Classic. Oxford takes a 70-50 win against Center Hill, as I mentioned. Oxford improves their record to 14-3. They lost 3 of their last 4 coming into this one. Jacavian Majors named the player of the game for Oxford. Player of the game for Center Hill. Oh, I thought they did one for both teams. They just do it for the winning team, I guess. So Majors gets the player of the game for Oxford, as athletic director Jake Long takes a picture of the team. Hard-earned victory by the Chargers. And as I mentioned, Center Hill will drop to 3-13 on the year. But again, that's a team that's going to make some noise in DeSoto County, even with their 0-3 start in Region 1 6A. They've earned wins against Hernando and South Haven, which is no slouch on the resume for either of those games. So Center Hill and Coach Cosby still have a lot to look forward to this season. But it was Oxford High that emerged victorious in Game 1 of the Magnolia Heights Memorial Classic. Coming up, we'll have DeSoto Central and Greenville Christian coming your way. We'll sign off for the moment. Stick with us, though.
Five Star Equipment and Auction is the fastest growing full-time, full-service auction and equipment dealer in the Southeast. In business since 1988, Five Star prides itself on getting you top dollar for your used equipment. With a permanent auction lot, we have the space and facility you need for heavy loading and storage. Lifts and loading docks are ready to maximize efficiency. Five Star Equipment and Auction has what you need between quarterly auctions, retailing dozers, skid steers, excavators, tractors, and more daily. With experience in heavy